All right, this is One Last Midnight. Welcome back to another episode of Valheim. Today we're going to cover some of the recent Valheim news. I follow all the devs on their social media platforms, and so in the last couple weeks they have been discussing little things here and there, and then also Grimcore, who is the lead artist for Iron Gate right now, has started doing a weekly Saturday live stream. What I found kind of interesting is that they didn't really want to tell anybody about it. They actually put the announcement in fan art to avoid having everybody from general chat just jump into the live stream, which I don't know how to quite take, because I think they just didn't want to get flooded with feedback or comments. But it would be great for them to get all of that feedback and comments inside of a live platform, especially if they're trying to answer questions. So I watched the entire live stream that was done last week, and this is a recap of that video and other things that have been posted on their social media. So currently Iron Gate is now hiring. They're only hiring in Sweden. They will entertain, if you're really, really good, some sort of remote employment, but they would really like you to be in Sweden, and then also they would like you to be able to speak Swedish. For those that are not aware, there was a set of special gear that was given out to beta testers. All the beta testers who had signed up received a key to unlock the Odin set. And the Odin set contains a tankard, a cape, and a helmet. While Iron Gate has not said if they're going to release this as a DLC in the future, some people in the community are really hoping that this comes back, myself included. There was a question that happened during the live stream about having equipment slots or different slots for your equipped weapons so that it didn't take up inventory space. And the response was,
specific armor slots, it makes it harder for people with game type of controllers to actually switch between the UIs. So that's one of the reasons they haven't tested it really. It's not high priority.
Is that the reason why?
Yeah, I asked, and that's one of the reasons there. I mean, and also there's a plenty of reasons, but that's one of the reasons I got when I asked.
Okay, cool.
Also, it's a limitations, because if you have like 2,000 inventory slots, you can just harvest everything in the whole forest at once.
So it looks like this is probably never going to get implemented. Who knows? Never's a strong word, but it looks like currently it's not going to be implemented because they're trying to support controllers as well as keyboard and mouse. Somebody had asked a question about Furlings. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Why were they called Furlings instead of goblins? And this is what Grimcore had to say about that.
All right, because in Swedish, fuling means an ugly, the ugly. So they're actually the translation is the uglies from the plains.
There were also some questions about whether there's going to be additional creatures in the game, such as wildlife. Are we going to have bears or mooses or lynx? And Grimcore, during the live stream, expressed that he'd really love to have these items, but has no idea if they're ever going to be implemented in the current game. Someone on the live stream had asked, what was their favorite community idea? If they had to take all the community ideas and just pick one of them, what would they really like? And the response from Grimcore was that he would really love to see more professions in the game. The example that was given was blacksmithing. And then, there was some discussion on, well, how would you implement blacksmithing? How would those skills then turn around and upgrade? But the idea of more skill professions was something that he highly liked. There was a confirmation that there is going to be more food items that are coming with the Hearth and Home update. And what's kind of interesting is that he also said the food was going to be rebalanced. Maybe they're thinking that they didn't give enough choices early game for food, and they're going to give us a wider variety so that we're not having to make such a huge jump from the first two areas, which are the meadows and the Black Forest, and then your biggest food upgrade doesn't come until you hit the swamp. They had talked on stream about how incredibly happy and incredibly humble they were to have 5 million sales. Nobody at Iron Gate was expecting that, and even Coffee Stain was only expecting 1 million sales within the lifetime of the game. That's 7 to 10 years within the lifetime of the game. So, you know, they were completely blown away about the number of sales that they had. And Grimcore said that Iron Gate was really only expecting to have like 20,000 sales per week, not this absolute explosion of sales that has been happening. And their total is at 5 million. Now, he did say something interesting as though why they have sold 5 million copies. They've also refunded 300,000 copies. He said he's happy that, you know, people are refunding the game because this game is really not made for everybody. So there's going to be, you know, that expectation that some people are not going to be satisfied with the game. Mainly this live stream was about graphics, and he was showing off his graphic talent and working on not necessarily items that were going to be in the game, just kind of concepts that people had brought up. And then there was a lot of showing off of fan art that happened in the live stream as well. So not a huge amount of information that came out during their first live stream. I'm hoping that these live streams are going to be a little bit more serious. The tone of the live stream was, you know, like I said, it was their first one. So it was kind of a little bit more playful and less serious. There was a couple questions that were asked that Grimcore answered, but then there wasn't really enough people to start throwing out questions and fielding questions. And I don't know what the format of this particular live stream is going to be, whether it's going to continue to be just Grimcore doing graphics, or if it is going to be something that is going to focus on questions that the community might have. I can't wait to see what happens in the future with Iron's Gate, and I'm going to be staying on top of all the information as it comes out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.